My people, what's good? What's really good? Okay, so today we got my beautiful cousin Whitney here.
Hi!
It's really my sister though.
Yeah, this is my big brother. We're fixing the wig as we record, but hey, hi guys, how you doing? Oh yes, let's turn. We're watching Glass Onion, the Knives Out thing. So if you haven't seen it,
Good movie.
it's good. It's like a little murder mystery vibe.
Good movie. The first one, phenomenal.
The first one was amazing. Yeah. This one was good too. Janelle Monáe looks like the baddest bitch, but
she's really like perfection, honestly.
No, she looks great. Skin just like liquor, like yeah. You know what I'm saying? Very much like that.
But anyway, before we get into this video, let's take these shots.
All right. Period. Point blank. Period. Shout outs because we the trillers and the realest. Period.
So.
Hey, no real good thing to chase him. All right, go ahead, continue. Oh, you need that? Look. You need that too.
So, today we're going to talk about, I'm here to get the female's perspective once again on the topic of, it's sort of in line with, the topic that I talked about with Miracle, if y'all remember her. But I wanted to talk about my cousin on how she feels if a man were to, so for example, if you were talking to a dude and say, you like him a week, maybe a month in, he tells you that he's bisexual, right? Would you continue to pursue him, yes or no? And why? Because I'm gonna hear you out, and then I'm gonna share
you're gonna shed your light on it, right? And you said I've been talking to him for like a good month or so.
A good month ago, you invested.
I'm invested. You feel me? See, the thing is, I feel like whoever is like bisexual or has anything like that, like it has to come up in the beginning. Don't get me invested because now I have a tug and pull war, like with myself. Let me know up front. Just like when you tell me, like, it doesn't have to be like when you tell me your name or whatever, you have to say, like, this is my sexual orientation. But don't be having me out here for a month and I'm really feeling you and I don't know this about you, because I feel like in a way, like, you're hiding yourself and you're also hiding the opportunity for me to really choose, like, oh, like, do I really, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people wait because they're like, oh, well, no, just get to know me. I just want you to get to know me. I want you to vibe with me, whatever. But part of you is that. So it needs to come up front because you don't want to ever put yourself in a situation where somebody's like really vibing with you or you're vibing with that person and then you let this news drop and then it's just something that they're not aligned with.
Okay, let's add to that. What if we shortened the month and made it 5 days?
That's fine.
5 days?
That's fine. Because it's really like a getting to know you period. There should be no way I'm super invested in a nigga in 5 days. You don't know that nigga, sis. If you're invested in a nigga in 5 days, you don't know that nigga, sis.
Hey, look, when there's chemistry, you could catch feelings with that.
There's chemistry, there's a vibe, but like when you're talking about like love, like there's...
That's different.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you really invested in a nigga in 5 days? Fill that nigga out, check his temperature, bitch. Like, 5 days ain't even a week. Ho? Like, what we doing?
Okay. Solid. All right.
So 5 days, yes, I'll be okay with you telling me that because in 5 days, I'm still just getting to know you, whatever. But if I'm already invested a month in, you just tell me that, I'm looking at you like you bad shit crazy, I'll probably want to fight your ass.
Okay, I'll get that. So then let me say with that, I feel like, at least for me,
I'm retarded. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, keep going.
But look, yeah, so I'm gonna give an example from my past, right? So you remember Kira, my neighbor? right?
Yes.
So I did pretty
At
much
the
exactly.
apartment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So she lived upstairs from me. I mentioned her before. And at a certain point, this was maybe
Was that her
2 years
issue?
ago. No. That wasn't an issue at all. But about 2 years ago, that she told me she was invested in me, or not invested in me. That she liked me.
That she was fucking with you.
She was fucking with me. Right. And I was like, damn, this bitch is bad as fuck. Like she fucking with me. Like what's up?
I'm so mad I never got to see her because I really want to be able to be like, was she bad or was she not bad?
You did see her. She
did
was
I?
one. She was. You remember when you and Ray was in the window and she was arguing outside with her boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking I can't put a face to this bitch name. I can put a face to the name. Okay. Period. Okay. She was cute.
Yeah, she was bad.
She cute.
But but yeah, when she told me she was fucking with me, we talked that day, that night for a few hours, and then when it got to going downstairs because she wanted to walk me back to my place, which was just right downstairs. I told her I was like, I'm bisexual. You have a problem with that? And she was actually like, no, she was cool with it, right? Because she also, she told me about some instances from her life. Like she had a girl that was trying to fuck with her, and even though she doesn't really consider herself
all women are bisexual.
Yeah, see, but
I think all women are bisexual. You ain't not kissed a bitch in your life. Come on now, tell the truth.
And she was okay with it.
It's a double standard though.
Yeah, no, yeah. It definitely is. Like
she
was okay with old girl she was talking to was a tomboy,
a stud,
and a stud, and like she fucked with her energy, but she knows like she knew there was never gonna be anything like that because she like niggas, right? But when she told me that, I was like, okay, so maybe she kind of understands a little bit, and like I don't need to get into too much detail with that, but just to give that as an example, like that was one where I was like, oh, like she's actually still cool with me, and that was a surprise.
But my thing is, you see how like you brought it up front, and like you're able, like don't wait till the girl is like already just like feeling your whole personality, and then that's like something new.
See, but that's my original thinking. But if I hadn't told her, that would have been my like I can't tell a girl that I'm bi. Like I feel like she wouldn't fuck because I feel like
tell her.
I will because that's how
that's how you are.
Especially when I'm fucking with someone.
Yes.
Like I have to be upfront.
I know you're very upfront, whatever. But I'm saying like. You never know the outcome because even you like were scared or not even scared, but just like saying it, you're just like, oh, I don't really know what the outcome will be, but you'll be surprised by the outcome. There's a whole episode about this on Insecure. Was that season 1, season 2?
About being bi? Oh, you're right. When Molly was fucking with the light skin nigga.
But the thing is, that nigga didn't tell her until they was fucking. And like later. And had you told me before, maybe I would have been okay with it. Maybe we you have to give people the choice to be able to decide what they want to do.
That's fine, but look, let's go deeper into the episode, right? So he told her after they was fucking, right?
Oh, when she was done with him.
And I feel like that's a very accurate depiction of
how
niggas in general.
Not gay.
Exactly. How niggas in general think about that. If I was to ever tell a female like I mess with a dude or like I'm attracted to dudes or whatever, because after you like my thinking, right? A female in general. Like that I don't know, maybe I'm just fucking with shorty, whatever. If I were to tell her, I'm thinking, oh, she probably thinks, I just fuck niggas only, and like I probably wouldn't be able to dick her down like that or something, some shit like that. You feel me? Like that would be my first thought. And I'm in that episode, I feel like that's kind of what homie was going through because after he told her, she judged him.
And it was just the one time. He was like, I did that shit one time. I like women, like this is what I'm doing. But she couldn't get over it.
Exactly. Yeah. She couldn't get over it. But she ran back to that nigga for some dick when she was drunk.
She did.
She fucking did. Yeah. Calling him daddy and everything. And I'm like,
that nigga did not let her in.
Yeah. You damn fucking right.
Kayla, would you do the same thing? Would you say you're talking to a girl, right? And like you were just like, oh no, like I've been with a guy before, and the girl like writes you out, but she got drunk as fuck and wanted some dick, and she can't be your house. Would you shut the door in her face?
No. Yes, probably. But I feel like I would do what he did because remember he shut the door in her face, and then like 5 minutes later they was fucking again. Remember?
Oh shit!
Remember?
Were they? I thought she like walked away.
This was season.
Listen,
this was
I'm like,
season one,
listen.
This was season 1.
Listen, I could double back because you know that's my show.
Yeah.
So
no, for real.
That's
Insecure.
fine.
If y'all ain't seen that show, y'all need to.
I might just watch it today, just because now I'm just like, what you mean?
Cause you know that's our city. Like that's home. Every time I see that shit, like that's
That
home.
is literally
that's,
home.
That's the vibe. Like,
that is literally home. That's
and
our
Issa Rae,
house.
she did that shit.
No, that bitch is a
perfectly.
trailblazer.
She did that shit
Perfectly. And in like the same cadence as Inglewood was growing, so was the show, and so was like it was like
she
perfect
covered
timing.
She covered the gentrification.
And you never.
She covered everything.
And listen, we lived there, and you never see that bitch film. You don't never see the cameras nowhere talking about
that's not true. She filmed outside of Pop's place once.
I remember that
episode. Yeah, outside of the gym.
Outside of the gym.
Yep.
But were you there to see the cameras?
Yeah, I saw everything.
Okay,
I saw some of the production crew on it.
He's real lucky because the way this bitch be around LA and you do not see that bitch is crazy.
No, it's true.
It's crazy.
Because we like in the part that she filmed, like we literally live. Right?
You
we
just,
always
you
over
just
in that
happen
area.
to be there, but the way that bitch is everywhere in our neighborhood and you do not see one camera and you do not see her, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, but anyway,
either way,
we gonna get back to the point at hand. Okay, so, to give another reason, I've only ever told 3 females that I was fucking with, on a physical, emotional level that I was bi. And I feel like I'm pretty lucky because all 3 of them still fuck with me for real. And I don't know. I know the I feel like
why do you think
general,
that is? Why do you feel like they still fuck with you? Is it because you guys have a good friendship?
Yeah, I feel like we have a good friendship. Like we vibe. Like I really be like these I fuck with them. You feel me? So I feel like that's one of the reasons they fuck with me. But I feel like in general niggas don't think that females will, and I understand that because when I think about,
I think a lot of people are more fluid than you think. I think it's just hard.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's just hard to say it.
To talk about it. Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's just hard to talk about. Like even outside of like my sexual orientation, whether I like girl or boys, like just to even tell a nigga like what I like in the bedroom is hard. Like those kind of conversations are hard. They make you feel very vulnerable. They make you feel naked. Like, no, I like this. Like, I like this. Like, but am I gonna tell this sweet guy that to slap me and like put it in my butt? No.
Well, okay.
I mean, that was TMI. This is my cousin, but no, like realistically, it's the same. It's the same conversation. Like, a lot of more people are open to it because that sweet nice guy will do exactly that. Okay, and has and did. Okay, but case in point, it's just like it's hard to tell about it because you feel like super vulnerable, super naked, like just like real truth. But you be surprised. You be motherfucking surprised. Who fuck with you? Who go do that shit?
See, now look, I feel like because let's say like the standard, like the epitome, like the people you want to be fucking, the people you see on IG, like the Twitter and like the Twitter, not the Twitter girls, the IG girls with the bodies and like they just banging for real, right? The females that you want to like, okay, yeah, like I'm trying to fuck you for real. Those are the ones that kind of set the standard. You feel me? As far as like I can never tell this bitch I fuck with niggas. She wouldn't fuck with me. I would never get no pussy.
But you wouldn't even be surprised if that bitch probably already been in situations where there was in a threesome with 2 niggas. Like you don't know that.
I don't. You're right. I don't know these people personally.
That which is the reason why you always have to live in your truth. Say what it is. Whoever don't fuck with you, don't fuck with you. Whoever fuck with you is gonna fuck with you, and there's probably a better bitch that's gonna fuck with you than the bitch that you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, you have to say something because I promise you will be surprised with who fucks with you, bro. Like, you will be fucking surprised.
Not for real. Like,
everybody got their own little shit out here. Even you motherfucking watching, you got your own shit. You don't want to tell nobody. We know what you do. What you like? Tell me what you like. You like something that you don't want to tell nobody.
Hey, this is a safe space. Y'all say whatever you got to say. Drop it in the comments. I will let my cousin know.
Drop it in the comments. It's a safe motherfucking space, but be real with your fucking self. Be real with yourself.
That's what we about.
You know what I'm saying? If that's what it is, listen, I already shared my love. You got a little But to be open with it is to be okay with yourself, is to be comfortable with yourself, is to be like, oh, this is what I like. Oh, you're not fucking with it? That's fine. Even the IG bitches, the baddest bitches, whatever. There's a badder bitch, okay, and them bitches is built. You can build a bitch if you got money. Like, don't. What are we talking about?
Like my cousin says,
like
my cousin says, live in your truth. Period. But I'm here to represent the nigga's perspective because in general I feel like it's like if I tell a bitch I fuck niggas.
No, it's super hard. It's super hard, and I can actually say, as your cousin, and I love you, but that's super hard. Like if a man were to come up to me just like you, and I was feeling, and for them to tell me that, it'll be hard for me to digest. So I understand how like the conversation is difficult. However, I am only one person. I am only one person with my own fucking mindset or whatever. Like there are millions of like more people who are a lot more open and I am, or who just like the same things that you do.
Right. You want those are the type of people you want in your circle.
And those are the people that you have to find. But when you get a person like me, like this is my cousin, but if he wanted to date me, I would not fuck with him. But that's just me. But you see what I'm saying? Like you have to find your tribe. Like you have to find what works with you and stuff like that. And there are people that do that. Do not be just like there's no reason to look discouraged or to feel discouraged. Right. There's a whole bunch of people everywhere, bro. Find your tribe. If a bitch fuck with you, she fuck with you. If she don't, there's a badder bitch. I promise. It's the same thing with dating. Period. Whether you're bi, straight, whatever. These niggas be out here trash. You find you a good nigga. You be fishing in the sea. For years. Bitches be dating for years. It's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing.
Okay. Now, let's...
Am I rambling? I'm sorry.
No, you good. You just, you steady.
I feel like I'm really
reiterating.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, no, we had that point, right? I think probably the last thing I wanted to ask you, when I told you I was bi, how did you feel? Were you surprised? Because I remember the conversation being very like, shit, whatever, like it's cool. But I didn't really ask your internal thoughts. Like,
if I'm being very honest, I wasn't surprised. Not that like I seen it coming, because I didn't necessarily see it coming. I felt like warm. I felt good that you were able to like talk to me about it. So like the initial like straight like no filter, no cap. The initial, because where we was at, we were sitting down at the dining room table at my grandpa's house. Yep. Correct, right? I was more so happy with the fact that you felt like you could tell me than I was with the initial reaction. If anything, that didn't come until later. I wanted to be supportive. I felt very warm, and I was just like, oh my God, like, okay, like I didn't see it coming. So it was a bit of a surprise, but like my initial reaction was just to be like, oh my God, I'm so glad he wanted to tell me this, and then after that, so that was my initial reaction. But after that, I didn't give him two fucks. I love this man. This nigga, listen, I could go on all day. Like, this would be a 40-minute show. I can go on all day. No, like, this man is, oh my God, purest, strongest, funnest. Like, this is my brother. Like, I love him to death. So what would I be to sit there and be, like, confused or to not understand? I had a girl look at my coochie myself. Okay, like...
And she told me that when I told her, and I was like...
And I told her, I was like, whatever. And although it's a double standard, it is. Because, girls on girls is not really a thing. Guys on guys is, like, the way bigger, like, controversial.
It's a much bigger deal.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But at the same time, I really just wanted to be there to support you. And I was honestly just glad that you, like, wanted to have the conversation with me. And I love you no differently, no less. No, nothing. Like we have the same relationship we've always had.
No, and that was never a question, because even telling her my sexuality, like I know, like I've always been the same person. Ain't shit about me change.
Ain't shit. Ain't shit about him changed, because let me tell you what he do. He like to pull up at my house and he like to take shits in my bathroom. Okay? Let me tell you what he do. But this is my brother and ain't shit changed. You see what I'm saying? This is like real, like, you know, real talk. Get people to...
Hey, look, we grew up together. We the same age. Her and my other cousin Ray, they're my sisters. You feel me? So, like, for a minute, like, we was literally, like, in the same house.
Yes, like, when we say every birthday, every year, every holiday, whatever, this nigga was right there. Now, did we like each other the whole time? No. I like, there was times, like, me and him wanted to fight as brother, and did. As brother,
you scratched the fuck out of my arm
because you pushed me into a garage.
I didn't push you.
Fuck him. Yes, you did.
I did not push you. I did not. Hold up.
Either way, we're not going to recap our childhood experiences, but it's always just love. It's like brother sister vibes, but I could never love you any less or think of anybody different. If anything, you've opened my world up a little bit more, because I like love you. And because you choose, like, how am I going to change that? Because, you know, like, it just doesn't make sense. So, if anything, like, you opened up my world, like, a little bit more. And,
okay, well, I want to get on that point real quick. Because in the previous video, I've referenced how, you know, coming out to your people, whoever it is, isn't just for you.
You know, Key Money asked me about that the other day. I'm sorry, keep talking.
We're gonna get into that.
Yep.
Not in this video, but that's So okay.
Sorry.
But how I said it's not just for you. You feel me? It's for the people that you tell. It will change their perspectives too, because you know they might have to consider, you know, someone else that they meet who is also, you know, sexually fluid or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
so how am I supposed to love this person and then not love this person? Right. That's crazy.
They're gonna have to think about things that they maybe never had to think about because they've only been in the straight heteronormative community. They never had to dip their toe in that. They never had to consider these people. You feel me?
And I feel like that's how. You can edit this out as well, but I feel like that's how your mom came along, because your mom is not gonna hate you. She knows who you are. She knows who you are. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was a big help, even though when you first told her, like, she was trying to get you to go to church every day, she wasn't very much happy about it. But she knows who you are as a man, as her son. Right. So how is she supposed to go against that off of just, like, you know? But what you just said, like, it opens up those doors, because you actually love people in real life, and they tell you a life decision, you cut them off? No. You're my son.
Right. And that's real love. You feel me? I want to make that very clear, because I've talked to people in the past where they've told I was friends with dude who's he lived in another state. So we was, you know, message friends, whatever. But he told his father, and his father disowned him. He said that I don't have a son anymore, right? And that's like,
that's a lot of people's situation. This shit's really hard.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible. So it's count your blessings. It's one of those things, count your blessings for people that really are for you, and also recognize when that love ain't real. Like, some people don't love you. They just love the idea of you, the image that they had of you in their heads before you were born, right? Yeah. My son is going to be this and this. My daughter is going to be this and this. No, you're imposing your worldviews onto a completely new human being. You have no idea how they're going to be, right? You can't do that and call it love.
I also just want to reiterate on the words you said, blessings. I feel like as a person, like as just a human being, as yourself, in totality, you were born, you were meant, you are a blessing. And to be a blessing, to have a blessing, to share a blessing is what you were born to do. Everything that we are built of, that we are made of, that we have inside of us that is good, we are meant to share. If you feel like this is who you are as a person, you know what I'm saying, and you embrace that, whatever, it's meant to share. You're never supposed to keep anything for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in situations like that where, you know, Caleb, he has his platform now. He came from an environment where, you know, it was like a little tough, but like his parents did not disown him. You are meant to be a blessing to those or like a platform or a speaking platform to those who are disowned, who like need the help, who literally have to sleep on the streets at 16 because the parents keep them out of the house or whatever. Every single thing that you have that is good inside you is meant for other people. It's never meant for yourself. It is never meant for yourself. Let's be very fucking clear. Every single blessing, like this house I have, is a blessing, and I share it with my family. I share it with my cousins. I give it love. I give it light. I share it with outside people. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. You are a blessing. So whatever you feel like, be that light to others. Like, first you have to be the light yourself. You have to feel it in yourself. Because you can't be no dim ass light to no niggas. Like, don't nobody want no dim ass light, bitch. Give me a bright light, bitch. Okay? You have to be that in yourself first. And you give it to others. Period. Point blank.
No, that's the truth, right? Like she said, y'all gotta be strong enough for yourselves first. Know who you are. All of who you are.
All of who you are.
Because
the niggas will break you down. Niggas out here stranded, they will break you down.
Your sexuality is a part of you. And that's something that you can't change. None of us choose that shit.
Yes.
Anyone who tells you otherwise is stupid because, like I've said before, like anyone will tell you who's fluid, bisexual, gay, whatever, we didn't choose this. Nobody chooses the tougher road. Nobody
chooses, especially like trans and stuff. Like nobody chooses to dress up like a girl and almost get killed on their way home, or get killed on their way home. Like nobody chooses that. Like why would I choose the harder route? Life is already fucking hard.
Exactly. Just be who you are. Like
literally do that, and you'll be the happiest you ever been. Like even if you're not spiritual or don't believe in God, because you know a lot of bisexual people or just LGBTQ plus community, like they're not necessarily super Christian because they feel like the church condemns them. But God is peace and God is love. So as long as you keep within yourself, like I love myself, and you're happy with where you are going to thrive in life, and can't nobody say shit to bring you down. And even if they do say shit, you don't let them take your joy. You continue your day and you continue your life with joy and love and peace inside. Like you literally have to just live in the moment and be just like peaceful with yourself. Like I'm happy with myself today, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Keep the people that really love you close. Those are the only ones you need. Don't worry about nobody else. Because I'm going to tell y'all, my parents, like she said, they love me. My mom has grown. She's come a long way. My father, he fuck with me no matter what. Right?
His daddy fuck with him no matter what. The mama come a long way, but the mom came a long way because she knows her son. She knows that he's not, you know what I'm saying? And she loves you for who you are, so.
Let me tell y'all, those are the only people you need in your life, right?
What, your mom and your dad?
No.
Oh, because I was going to say, that's not true.
The people who really love you.
Oh, yeah. They're hard to find, but once you got them, keep them close.
Those are the only ones you need. Don't worry about them.
I'm still working on that.
All right. And I'm going to leave y'all with that message.
Because even the people you love don't get you food for breakfast, but that's fine.
We gonna leave y'all with that message, and you know I'll be back at y'all with another one.
We love you.
All right. Catch y'all.